You know, those days where it just feels like nothing is going your way, like the universe is playing a little joke on you? Well, I've definitely had those. Today, we're going to listen to a story about a morning exactly like that, where everything that could possibly go wrong does. It's a great way to practice some real everyday English, so let's get into it. So, here's what we've got lined up today. First, we'll jump into our story. Then, we'll check what you remember with a few quick questions. After that, we'll get some speaking practice, look at key vocabulary, and then it's your turn to share. Sound good? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Get ready for the story of a morning that just did not go to plan. But first, I've got to ask you, have you ever had a morning like this where one little thing goes wrong, and then another and another? It just kind of snowballs, right? I think we've all been there. Okay, picture this. The clock says 7:45 a.m. My eyes just pop open. Now, I normally wake up at 7, so yeah, I'm already 45 minutes late. My alarm? It didn't go off. Or maybe I turned it off while I was still asleep? I have no idea. Either way, the day is already off to a terrible start. So I jump out of bed, I run to the kitchen. I need coffee, like right now. I make a cup, but because I'm rushing, my hands are all clumsy, and I drop the whole thing. Smash! There's coffee all over the nice, clean floor. Oh, just perfect, really. Okay. Deep breaths. Time to brush my teeth. I grab my toothbrush, I go for the toothpaste, and what do I find? You guessed it. A sad, flat, totally empty tube. It really felt like the world was telling me, just go back to bed. I look at the clock. It's 7:58. My bus leaves at 8:10. Uh-oh. That gives me exactly 12 minutes to get myself together and run to the bus stop. The pressure is seriously on. I'm throwing on clothes, pulling on my shoes super fast. Probably a little too fast. I glance down and, of course, I see it. One sock is blue, the other is black. There is absolutely no time to fix it. This is me today, I guess. The person with two different socks. I fly out the door and just sprint down the street. I can see the bus stop, and I can see the bus. Yes, but it's not waiting. The doors close, and it just starts to pull away, right when I get there. So close. I missed it. So there I am, standing on the sidewalk, totally out of breath, just watching my bus disappear. And I just stop. I take this long, deep breath, and I say to myself, okay, fine. I will survive. I mean, what else can you do, right? And that's the end of our chaotic morning story. So, how much of that did you catch? Let's check in and see what you remember. I'll ask a few questions, and you can just think of the answers. All right, first question. What time did I usually wake up? Not today, but on a normal day. Try to say the answer out loud. Did you say 7 a.m.? If so, you got it. Question number 2. So, what happened with the coffee? What was the big disaster there? Yep, I dropped the cup. It went absolutely everywhere. What a mess. Next one, did I find any toothpaste? The answer is nope, not a single bit. The tube was totally empty. Okay, and what about my socks? What was the problem there? Remember, they were two different colors, a classic sign you're in a rush. And for the last question about our story, did I catch the bus in the end? Sadly, no. I missed it. It drove away right in front of me. Great job with the listening part. Now it's time to get you talking. We're going to practice a few really useful phrases from the story. I'll say it and then you say it right after me. Ready? Okay, first up, this is a super useful one. Try to sound a little stressed when you say it, like this. I'm running late. Feel that little bit of panic? Okay, your turn. Go for it. I'm running late. Awesome. Next phrase. This is what you say when you just can't believe another bad thing has happened. You gotta let out that frustration. Ready? Are you serious? Now you try. Let me hear it. Are you serious? Perfect. And for our last one, this is for when you just give up. Let's say it with a big sigh. Kind of soft and tired. It's not my day. Okay, your turn. It's not my day. Fantastic. You're already sounding more natural. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the key words from our story. Knowing these will really help you talk about your own daily life. All right, let's break down some of these useful expressions. First up, we have wake up. Pretty simple, right? It just means you stop sleeping. Then there's run out of. This is what you say when you have no more of something, like we ran out of toothpaste. Drop something. That's when you accidentally let something fall. Then we have too plus an adjective, like too quickly. That just means it's more than you wanted. I was moving too quickly. And in a hurry, that means you're moving really, really fast. Miss the bus? Well, that's pretty clear. You didn't get there in time. Take a deep breath is that nice slow breath you take to calm down. And my favorite one, it's not my day. That's the perfect thing to say when everything is going wrong. Maybe you can pause here and try making a sentence with one of these. Go on, give it a shot.
Okay, we've listened, we've spoken, and we've learned some new vocabulary. Now for the last part. It's your turn to share and make this all about you.
I want you to think about these for a minute. What time do you usually wake up? Ever had a coffee accident? What do you do to stay calm when things get crazy in the morning? And of course, what's your worst morning ever story? Take a moment to think about your answers. It's really, really good practice. And here's a little challenge for you. Try to tell a short story, just 3 or 4 sentences, about a bad morning you've had. You can write it in the comments below or just tell a friend. And try to use at least 3 of the new things we learned today, like I was in a hurry, or I ran out of milk, or maybe just it was not my day. Remember, every little mistake can make a good story, and every story is great practice for your English. Thanks so much for joining me. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.